type in a message here, so it might be something like back at 2, and then we want to format the text.
Okay.
And here we'd want to change the colour to yellow.
Okay.
Okay, and we can increase the font size. Let's choose Times New Roman.
So you can use all the Windows fonts here?
All the Windows fonts, yep. So let's perhaps choose 48, make it nice and large.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there it is going through there.
Right, now we can't see it in its entirety right now, but we can look at that a bit later on. Now, the other option that we might want to assign to give us added security is to add a password to this.
Ah.
So, if I select password protected, I'd need to go in here and set up a password. So once that screensaver comes up, then unless you know the password, you can't actually clear it from your screen, which means that people can't come along and look at the document or your email or whatever you have up there on the screen.
Can we put a quick one in there?
Yeah, let's type in a password. Okay,
yep.
I need to retype it.
You just press tab to move down to the next box.
Just press tab, make sure you've got the password correct. Select OK. Say OK, and we can choose to test.
Oh, right, and this is what will come up.
Yeah.
So however many minutes you specify there as the interval, this is what's going to come up.
That's right. So if I now try to get back into my desktop by moving the mouse there or touching the keyboard, I've got to enter the password. So if we just type in a password which isn't correct and say OK, there you go.
Ah.
So I have to know the password, which is quite useful.
And I presume your password wasn't a series of asterisks. That's just
to
stop me seeing what it was.
Absolutely. So select OK.
And that lets us go in.
And now we're back in.
So that's a great security feature, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If you go away from your desk, people can't break in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, very
Can we just
useful.
have a quick look? I noticed there was a couple of other screensavers there. Can we have a quick look?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Starfield simulation.
Sounds exciting.
Let's test that one, shall we? It's quite psychedelic, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
A bit like Star Wars, isn't
If you like Star Wars. This is a very popular one here. You see this a lot around organisations. Flying windows.
Okay. What's that? The Windows logo,
Lots
is
of
it?
Windows logos and flags sort of flying at you there. So, again, tremendous third-party applications available if you want to add another type of screensaver that isn't shipped with Microsoft Windows.
Well, certainly there's a novel aspect, but very useful ones as well. The password, I think, is a very important one.
Yeah, very important indeed.
And you could put a message up there. You had back at 2. You could say, I'm away from my desk.
Away from my desk, or I've
gone fishing for the next 3 weeks.
Fishing. Yeah. I was going to say gone to the other building, but you
gone insane.
Yes.
Anyway, I think we'll bring this chapter to a halt. And thank you for that. It was actually very exciting.
Great.
Good stuff there. Particularly putting the company logo up there.
I think so, yeah.
Useful.
Yeah.
Fine. We'll see you in the next topic.
Okay.
Well, this is the section in the video where we normally ask our experts to do some juggling for us. But you left your juggling balls behind, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Steve.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Was that said with enough conviction?
No, it wasn't. The reason why we ask our experts to juggle is because this part of the video deals with working with multiple applications, more than one.
Yeah.
And more importantly, I think, how you move the data between them.
Yeah. One of the big benefits of working within Windows is just that you can have lots of applications open at one time. And there is a common method of moving data between applications which applies no matter which Windows applications you're using. And if you compare that back to the character-based DOS environment, those sort of things just weren't possible.
No, you can only work with one application at a time,
Yeah, that's right. So it's very exciting, really, the things that Windows has made possible going cross applications.
Well, let's go and have a look at the different methods we have for exchanging information.
OK. If I choose Control Escape to bring up our task list, you can see that we already have some applications open. We're going to start off in Write. So we'll just switch to that. This document here. And first of all, I want to cover cutting and pasting and copying and pasting from the basics.
Sure.
So let's select my first sentence here, welcome to Microsoft.
So you're just dragging your mouse over that.
That's right. If we go to the edit menu and let's select copy.
Okay.
Okay. If we move further down the document, let's just put a new line in there. If I go back to the edit menu, I can select paste.
And there it is.
And there it is.
Okay.
So we selected copy and then paste. Now, let's go back up to this sentence again. And this time, instead of choosing copy, let's choose cut.
Oh, it disappears.
That's right. Now, previously when we chose copy, the information was copied to the clipboard.
The clipboard.
Which resides within Windows. And basically, any data that you copy will sit within the clipboard, and it's available to paste into any application. Any Windows application,
So
or in
it's
fact
like
any DOS application, come to that.
Yeah, it's a bit like a central storage area?
It's a central storage area. Very difficult to say that. Central storage area, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where that information went to.
Once you have something in the clipboard, if you've copied it to the clipboard, for example, and you paste it to a new location, does the clipboard empty its contents then?
Yeah, yes, it does. Although, having said that, here's another difference between Windows and Windows for Workgroups. Within Windows for Workgroups, there is a container that allows you to store images within the clipboard. Whereas within Windows, it can only contain one piece of data at any one time.
Oh, right. So the next time you copy something, the clipboard is sort of renewed?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And what happens when you turn your machine off?
It's
emptied.
Emptied,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
So it's a temporary thing?
Yeah, temporary thing.
Good.
Yeah. So anyway, we selected cut just now, and that sentence disappeared. So again, if we go back down to the bottom of the document, position my cursor in the last row, and select paste.
Right.
There you can see that it's coming again.
And now that that's in the clipboard, can you keep pasting?
We can,
copies
yes.
in?
We can just keep selecting paste, paste, paste. Now, we've just illustrated there cut, copy and paste within the same document. We can do exactly that, but perhaps to another document or another application as well.
Okay.
But for the video, we've just kept it into this one document here. So that's cut, copy and paste. We also have a facility called paste linking. Now, this is slightly different, and perhaps we should now go and have a look at that. What I want to do for this is to get into Paintbrush.
Okay.
Now, so far we've used Control Escape to bring up the task list. Here's another quick way of moving between applications you currently have open on your PC, and that's Alt-Tab.
Alt-Tab.
So if I Alt-Tab, oops, you can see each time I press the Tab key...
So your finger's holding the Alt down,
yes,
and you're pressing Tab incrementally. That's
right, and you can see it scrolling through the applications which are open, and the windows are actually open on the PC. So we want to go to Paintbrush.
So you just let go of the keys there?
We let go of the keys, and here we are in a file that we have already created within Paintbrush. I now want to select this graphic using the scissors, as we've done many times before.
Right.
And again, choose Edit, Copy.
Right.
Okay. I now want to go back into Write, so I'm going to Alt-Tab here. In fact, what I want to do to illustrate paste linking is to have Write and Paintbrush together side by side on screen. So I'm going to, first of all, just very quickly minimise Program Manager.
Yes.
Now if I do Control Escape, it will tile...
Oh, right. Now, let's see. You've got the tile command here as well.
That's right, yes. And it will tile the two applications that I have that were currently open within their own windows.
Okay.
And that's why I minimised Program Manager, because I didn't want Program Manager to be tiled as well. That's
so you've
right.
got Write on the left-hand side and Paintbrush on the right.
Yeah, okay. And I'm just going to insert my cursor at a point there within my document, go up to my Edit menu, and this time we're going to choose Paste Link.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's just scroll up a little bit there. So, as before, just a straight copy from Paintbrush, but a link into Write. Let's now go back into Paintbrush, and I'm going to make a few changes. I'm going to select the paintbrush and click on the black colour, make it a bit thicker, and let's just add a couple of ears to this face. Whoops.
Oh, and you can see on the other side as well.
Yes, that's right. You can see that happening as I draw. It's like Dr. Spock, isn't he?
Okay, so there is a live link between these two objects.
That's right. Now, it's unlikely that you'd want to have a link between Paintbrush and Write, but I think it illustrates the point very well. A more regular sort of use of this would be between a spreadsheet application and a word processor, where you have numbers updating within the spreadsheet, which automatically then need to update within the word processor.
And could you have that